with these new AI tools like Scale-In coming out, the channel will demand it comes down.
Yeah.
As these technologies become more pervasive, I think the channel will demand almost immediate responses. What I've seen is it can reinforce all existing policies all the time. So,
Yeah.
anytime that you ask a question that might be, hey, is this a rules of engagement? It can say, hey, here's the current rules of engagement. It can tell that to a partner. It can tell that to a sales rep. It can tell that to a CAM. It can be a huge reinforcing element that just reminds everybody this is how the company operates. And so from that perspective, I think it have immediate positive impact, reduce channel conflict, start building that trust layer up.
Yeah.
And so it has a lot of potential. And everybody here, we're starting to rely more on these AI technologies. I think the channel can too with vendors once it's rolled out.
Everything that Tim mentioned about that faster time to approval, partners actually even now want immediate approval, right? Like let's
Yeah.
be honest, right? Like they want to know right away if a deal is approved or rejected. But being able to speed that up with confidence, right? Like with AI assisted, I don't think AI is going to take out that human element in a case like that. But having that AI assistance is really huge for that. And then future state. We've talked about this, Pam.
Yeah.
Pulling in the, hey, you registered your deal for XYZ type of solution. Here's some resources that might help you in that sales process, or for based on geo or geography or vertical market, those sorts of things. So that's what I'd love to see things look like. And then of course moving toward even a headless
Right.
situation, right? Like I'm stealing your thunder, I'm afraid. But those are
No.
all things that are future state, but I think we've got to build on what we have now to get there and walk, crawl, walk, run on our way there. We're
Right.
still at that crawl stage in some ways.
Right. No.
I think the future is here.
Yes,
I
that's
mean,
fair.
a big IT giant just announced they have automated deal registration on their new AI platform as of this week, and I think so. It's been talked about, thought about, envisioned, designed, executed. From my perspective, I think with the amount of partner data we have, the amount of customer data we have, territory data, pricing data, et cetera, AI is just going to completely shift everything that we think about, right? In my opinion. Yeah, you can, manually you can reduce forms, you can segment forms, you can do all sorts of things. But to Tim's point, you can have AI like with telling you the rules of engagement, telling you the governance model, almost teaching you what not to do. And I think with the amount of data that we have out there, I think there's a huge opportunity there to get to a level of automation and a level of pre-approval, automated approval that we've never seen before, right?